Talking about the Titans here. The Titans!
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! It is gone! It is bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball!
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with KJ McCoy, Jesse Sharon, Dalt, and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in Phillies post-game show presented by TickPick and Nick's Pizza. Tough one for the Phillies. They dropped game 2 of the series versus the Royals. The bats fall quiet again. But I am joined, as always, by James Fratatoni. How you doing, dude?
All right. Tough one today. Tough loss today. No surprise that we lose a start that Aaron Nola is pitching to the Royals. But it is what it is, because it seems like, I think the last road series we played was I think it was against the Mets. We lost the middle game, if I'm correct, the middle game of the series. So, and then went on to win the last game of the series. But yeah, that was a tough loss. Aaron Nola, on the other hand, outside of the first inning, he looked pretty solid most of the game today. Pitched went, I think, 7 innings today. And all, but it's crazy. He actually pitched well for the most part today. I thought after what he did in the first inning, I thought it was going to be a disaster of a game. But up until like the 8th, I'll get to that part after. But Nola really had something that he could get back on track. Hopefully it's something to build for him. But I still think he's a number 4 starter in the Phillies rotation, regardless of what he does the rest of the year, because I don't know if he could be trusted. Still could be trusted in the postseason, but honestly, it feels like when the big moments are there, Nola actually pitches well. But yeah, I mean, it was a tough one. I have no other complaints from Nola. So yeah.
Well, I'm sure you can certainly complain about the bats tonight outside of Rincones. Harper, oh my God, he was pretty bad tonight, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely he was bad. Gabriel Iconos feel like he's been one of the now it was a few MVPs of the series so far. Overall, him, Alec Bohm for his defense and offense. Garrett Stubbs even put a ball in play today, but other than that, everybody else was quiet. It just wasn't a great day for the bats. Nothing really much to say about the bats. They just went quiet today. Today was just a rough game overall. But the Phillies just been up and down lately. It seems like we've been 500 the last 6 games. Split with the and all, and Phillies got to get consistent streak going here because things. Obviously, we're still 3 games behind the first place. I'm not really worried about winning division, but in the same token, you got the wild card race, which is going to get tight too. So the Phillies have to start going on winning streaks here coming up because their schedule don't get any easier after the All Star break. We have to take advantage more of the stretch coming up. We can't lose series against teams that are not good coming up. Um, especially even though we're playing the Mets, the Mets had one good game today, but I'll tell you one thing. Uh, it is I feel that the bats will not be quiet tomorrow. Uh, it's a Monday afternoon. Even though it's a Monday, sorry. Even though it's a Monday afternoon game. Sorry, guys. No, it's a little bit later. Post game. Try to gather my thoughts, but Monday afternoon. Game tomorrow. But talking about the bats and all overall, getting back to the bats, just gotta find that consistency, and I really have nothing much to say. That this stuff can't happen during the postseason. This was another example game of what this team is. What this team is sometimes, and it happens over a long season. You're going to see games like this and stretches like this from time to time, but it is what it is. Guess we'll take. We were we seem like we manage to somehow lose a game every time we play the Royals. It seems almost every time. So it is what it is.
Yep. Another consistency, unfortunately, for the Phillies has been Kyle Backus being awful. And really, I was thinking about Backus. It's not just him. A lot of these lefties and a lot of these back end bullpen arms just have not been it. Alvarado hasn't been it. Seth Johnson has been it. Seth Johnson stinks. Backus has not been it. Brad Keller, you know, before he got hurt, he wasn't it. He's, remains to be seen how he does the rest of the year. But he wasn't it. It's tough because once you get to Durant, you're usually fine. But that bridge to Durant has been a pain for the Phillies Friday, hasn't it?
It has, and there's been various times. This is why this team, the bullpen, has. I've been talking about weak links in this bullpen. Uh, and I'll tell you what. There's been situations this year. I think a couple situations the past couple of weeks. We put Seth Johnson in one-run game, and he allowed a two-run homer. There's been various times where we put guys in one-run games, and they allow home runs and make it almost kind of out of reach. Even though we've come back in many games in the past few weeks, but the problem is uh, the bullpen still concerns me a little bit. Kyle Backus, I don't really can't really trust him. Can't really. Jonathan Bolin, he's good. He's been solid lately for the most part. Um. But honestly, Duran's good. Kirkering's good. Um. That we have Seth Johnson has been okay lately. Hasn't been too bad lately. But there's still adjust your cameras off. But what's the name? There's been some like this bullpen gives me some question marks heading into the deadline. I still think we need 2 arms. I still do believe it. Um, and I'm not sugarcoating anything, but I still believe, even though this team is only 3 games behind the Braves for first, there still has to be, like I've been saying this, the bullpen, they need solid arms. It's Backus. I don't know if Backus is the answer to be in the postseason roster, just like how Tanner Banks got sent out. Hopefully, Tanner, maybe if they bring him back up, will be better. But I don't think if Backus is the answer in the bullpen. come postseason time. Yeah, he really I feel like almost every outing since he's been back. I think it's set maybe for one outing. I'm not 100% sure, but almost every outing he allows runs, he allows hits. It seems like his ERA hasn't been good since he's come back. So I don't know what his problem is, but overall, I'll say one thing. Uh, Something definitely one of the Phillies' biggest needs besides the starter. But that's all I have to say about the bullpen, really.
Yeah. Well, folks, you know what time it is. It's time for Friday's Corner.
Yo, Friday, give him the business. Only in South Philly. Only at Friday's Corner. It's Friday's Corner.
Well, guys, we've got 7 more games before the All-Star break. Phillies lose 5-2. Thanks to the Mets today for beating the Braves. JJ, Matt Blair, all those guys, thank you, because we're still 3 games behind Atlanta. But even though I don't want to win the division because of what happened over the years, even if we win the division, as long as we're somehow not staying in that first round bye spot, just because it's been haunting us over the years. But still got a lot of baseball to play. I know the Marlins had a perfect game going into the after 7 games, and then they pulled their starter for some reason, which I don't know why, because of his pitch count, probably because his pitch count was high. But Miami is a very hot team right now. Nationals have been playing good. The Phillies have to continue being on their A game because it's getting really tight. Um, I I probably won't give a full standings update until probably right before the All Star break, probably July 11th, right before the All Star break. Um, and I'll be starting to do standings updates a little bit more on Friday's Corner coming up probably just once in July. And I'll see starting to do updates probably once we get into August, a few times a week at least. So that should be fun to follow along that because it's so complicated with all these races and all and all that with all the teams being so clustered. Some people might not be following closely, and the races are going to get interesting coming up. So we're getting down to the point where under 3 months to go. Well, technically, if you go with the All Star break, we're kind of closer to 2.5 months left of regular season baseball if you think about it. Um, it's going to be fun, especially. The Phillies still have to play the Braves, I think, 7 times in September. 7 times in September. Those are going to be huge games, including Labor Day weekend. The next time we have a big holiday weekend, we play the Braves. And then I think we play them, I think, the same weekend as the Eagles home opener, I believe. I think September 11th to September 13th we're in Atlanta, I believe. So there's a stretch where we play Atlanta 7 times within a week. It's week's time, which is crazy. It's crazy how the schedule makers make the schedules. Um, Another thing too, I want to get into. How about the Tampa Bay Rays, the best record in the American League right now? The American League, for the most part, is very weak right now. Besides the Yankees, very weak league, believe it or not. There's not many strong teams in that league. I feel like the World Series is going to come out the NL again this year, even if the Dodgers don't win. But the Rays are a team to watch, and I'm gonna say it would be fitting. Be fitting. I think mentioned this days ago. If we get a Rays Phillies World Series rematch in 2026, like 2008, just because there's so many weak teams in the American League this year. At this point, it's still got a long season to go. But long way to go. But right now, there really isn't. The A's aren't good. The Astros aren't
Freddie,
very good.
I think we lost you. I
Hold
think
up.
we lost you.
Hold up.
Unfortunately, at least on my end, I cannot see you. I'm not sure exactly what happened. So I'm gonna end the stream. Having unfortunate technical difficulties again, I think, on my end. We will be back in the normal setup tomorrow. So hopefully we're not having any of these technical issues again. But Phillies lose, 5-2. And look to win the series tomorrow. But thank you all for watching. Thanks to TickPick and Nick Feaster for sponsoring the stream. And again, we'll get the technical issues figured out. Not sure what is going on the StreamYard end. Probably my phone, but thank you all for watching. I'm Jesse Sharon. And let's go Phils.
The Titans!
Swing and a drive, left field. It's going, and it is gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball!
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today.